Atheists pride themselves on the fact that they solely rely on the material world, on what's observable, to dictate what is reality. If something cannot be replicated, they actually mean manipulated, then there's no point in giving it attention. They become drunk with their scientific knowledge and facts, using them as intellectual weapons to destroy, to discredit, to dismiss anyone and everyone who does not have the same collection of mental paraphernalia. And that's okay, I guess. Nevertheless, are you saying, do you truly think that anyone and everyone who does not have the same type of knowledge as you do, especially when it comes to your one specific area of expertise, which cannot possibly engulf all that there is to know about reality, cannot have something to teach you? As smart as you are, do you truly think that that makes any sense? Do you know what empirical actually means? It's something that's based on, concerned with, or verifiable by observation or experience rather than theory or pure logic. Hilarious how all you intellectual giants have is a bunch of theories concocted by your flawed logic to be able to explain the existence of existence. Just for your information, and make the changes to your dictionary, a theory is not a fact, it's speculation. Therefore, if you do not have facts, then you cannot dismiss our Christian observations and experiences. Why do you, anyway? Oh, I know, you've met many Christians, especially Christians like me, and you've realized, hey, wait a minute. I'm smarter than these people. Even if it's unconscious or you know you can't say it out loud, you think you're superior to us. Therefore, if there's a God, there's no way dimwits like us know he exists, he has interacted with us, and not you. But while you look on the appearance, even if that appearance is intellectual, and that's why you're not willing to take our testimony as reliable evidence since you don't respect us, God looks on the heart. And people, you have been weighed on the scales and found wanting. You're so arrogant, it's sad. Please explain, try to come up with a bullcrap explanation as to how some virgin carpenter, with his strange philosophy, brought the Roman Empire to its knees. Explain. I know, anything but God. There has to be some psychological, sociological, political, philosophical reason as to why the most powerful empire at that time would embrace the God of the Jews. There has to be. Anyway. Christians are smarter than atheists. Do you know why? We've reached the end of ourselves and realized there's something more out there. But you, intellectual giants, cannot accept that the material things that you can manipulate were created. If you can reverse engineer something, isn't it because someone engineered it first? Our planes are based on the mechanisms of birds. Isn't that a checkmate to your constant appeal of what can be replicated? If the engineering of birds works and is the basis for our planes, doesn't that make it so there's a bird engineer? Am I reaching? Is this too much of a stretch? There are only two options for existence, either something, one single cell or atom, created, produced everything, I don't know where the rest of the matter came from, but that's your religious theory, or everything created something. Which do you think is more plausible? However, Geppetto does not function in the same manner as does Pinocchio. Therefore, if Pinocchio has strings and is made of wood, so should Geppetto, right? He's not the first thing, he is the only thing, who decided to create. Nothing comes after him. We're not a continuation, an extension, the next logical step. We're not a reaction to the environment. We are purposefully created with love, and I'm tired of your silly arguments claiming that we don't matter. It's foolish how ironic that is, since the things you're interested in are things you're interested in. You care about them, they matter to you. Stop using evolution as some entity with agency. How dare you attribute existential and personal significance to a concept, a theory that contradicts what you know to be true in your heart? Evolution is counterintuitive. It always has been, and it will always be.